my friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a makeup tutorial and I'm going to be showing you how to get this dewy, fresh face, natural, no makeup look. So if you are interested, keep watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this. And I'm wearing one of my favorite creators' merch today. This is Julia Mazzucato's merch. I absolutely love it. I cropped it myself. And I figured that was only appropriate to be inspired by the dewy queen herself, wearing her merch to create this dewy, no makeup look. Alright, keep watching and we will find out how to do this.
Honey? Honey?
Alright, so I've already done all my skin prep, so we are going to go ahead and get started on this no makeup dewy look. So I'm going to go ahead and use the e.l.f. Illuminating Primer Mist and just add that for some extra dew. You can just spray this directly on your face and pat it in, but that tends to kind of get everywhere, so I like to just spritz some on my hand, pat my hands together, and then just pat this into my face. Alright, and then the star of the show today is going to be the Glossier Future Dew, which I think is an amazing product. They describe it as an oil serum hybrid, and it really, I like to put it all over my face on my no makeup days because it just provides this amazing dewy glow that is kind of like a lit from within, really, you know, a Glossier vibe. So I just use one pump of this, rub my fingers together, warm it up there, and then just, I focus it on my cheeks because my forehead does tend to get a little oilier, but then once I've got a good bit rubbed into my cheeks, I will bring some up to my forehead as well. And you can already see how that's like making me shiny and dewy. I just absolutely love that look. So if you don't have the Glossier Future Dew or you don't have the money for this, any sort of dewy kind of primer will do a similar thing. I just prefer this one. This is my favorite one that I have. Alright, the next step of this tutorial is blush. And I think for a no makeup kind of fresh face dewy look, blush is really important. So I also prefer to use cream blush for this type of look. So I have a couple of different choices that I'm going to show you. The first one is the Glossier Cloud Paint. I only have one of these, but I definitely am going to buy some more once I let myself buy makeup again. Kind of bought a lot of makeup recently, but I've got the shade Beam, which is like a peachy coral color. A little of this goes a long way, and I just squeeze a tiny bit out on my finger and massage it into my cheeks. And if you focus it in the apples of your cheeks, it gives more of a fresh-faced, youthful look, but if you focus it more up here, it gives a more sculpted, almost contoured look. Another cream blush that I have is this one from Tarte's Sugar Rush line. It is the Beaches and Cream blush in the shade Beach Cheeks, and it is the cutest little clamshell compact, and I broke mine, but that's just because I'm clumsy, and you know, I'm a mess here, but it's got a mirror in the top, and it's just a great potted cream blush. So I would really recommend this one if maybe the cloud paints you don't like how they come out of a squeezy tube. If you would like something potted, I really like this formula. It's super easy to work with, and I've applied it both with my fingers and with a sponge, and it works really well both ways. Alright, but the product I'm going to use today is this e.l.f. Workout Ready Lip and Cheek Palette. It's from their e.l.f. Active line. I got this from their website, and in here, it comes with a little brush I'm going to take out because I'm going to drop it anyway. And you've got a few different cream colors. So I'm going to be using this palette today because it's super affordable. I think it was like $8. I'll link it down below, and it's really easy to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and use this shade right here for my like main blush shade, and I just like to dip a finger in there, kind of pat it onto my cheek, and then massage it in and rub it out. And I think cream blush works really well for this type of look because you're able to really diffuse it in and make it look natural. There's no powderiness that makes it obvious you're wearing makeup. And I think the Glossier Future Dew provides a really good base that blends things into it really nicely. I also like to put a little bit of blush on the bridge of my nose, which makes it look a little bit like I've been out in the sun. Same thing on my chin and right here on my hairline. In here there's also this brown shade, which you could use as a browner blush, which I do, or you could use it as more of a bronzer. I am not super skilled with cream bronzers, so I'm just going to use it a little bit just to, you know, warm things up out here. Alright, and then for a highlight, there's lots of different ways you can do this and lots of different ways I do it from time to time. So there's this white cream shade in here, which I'm going to take and pat a little bit of that on as a highlight. That's what I'm going to use today. But once I finish this, I will show you some other options that I like to use. Alright, so I like that for a really subtle kind of highlight, a little subtle sheen, but I also will frequently use the Glossier Future Dew as a highlight in addition to as my base. So if I just take a tiny bit of it, not like a full pump, just a little bit, and pat it onto the high points of my face, that works really well. And again, if you're looking for something similar, but you don't want to spend the money on Glossier, this Wet n Wild Dewy Face Primer, their Photo Focus Face Primer Dewy, this here in the little white tube, I think it's like $5, and this makes an amazing liquid highlight. It can be blended out, sheared out to be really subtle, or you can really concentrate it to make it kind of a little more bold. I love this as a liquid highlight. Alright, so our dewy base is done, and now it's time to move on to our eyes. Sometimes I like to take my powder bronzer and just brush a little bit of it into the crease. I think I'm just going to do the same thing with my cream bronzer here. Just take a little bit to add some dimension. So for brows and mascara, I've got two options depending on how light of a look I want to go for. So if I want a true no makeup look, I've got this e.l.f. clear brow and lash mascara. There's one side for lashes and one side for brows, and I will use this, and it's a great product and it gives a really subtle look where it kind of smooths out my brows, combs them out, extends my lashes just a little bit, but it still looks like I'm not wearing any makeup. Today I'm going to let it look like I'm wearing a little bit of makeup, so I'm going to use the e.l.f. brow gel. It's called the Wow Brow, and I've got the shade brown or something like that, so I'm just going to go ahead and comb that through my brows. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use my regular mascara. Instead of a clear mascara, I use the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the e.l.f. lip lacquer, the clear one, on my lips to finish off this look. Alright, so there you have it, the finished no makeup look. So if you wanted to add a little bit of color or bring, a little bit of makeup to the no makeup, you could also add a colored lip, or you could add a subtle wash of eyeshadow. So I've got two options that would be my favorite for this type of look. These are both ColourPop Super Shock shadows, which I think are great for just doing an easy wash over the eye. This one is in the shade Amaze. I'll go ahead and swatch it. And this is kind of this bronzy, sparkly, beautiful color. And this one's in the shade Ritz, which is in the long list of Julia Mazzucato Made Me Buy It products. And this one is even more subtle. It's got kind of a duochrome shift. It's really gorgeous, and I see why she's so obsessed with it. So if you wanted to add a little bit of extra color or extra makeup to the no makeup look, you could add something like that on the eyes or a bright color to the lips. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more beauty videos every Saturday and book videos every Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.